everybody, this is Matthew Movies coming at you with my review of The Fly, the 1986 David Cronenberg remake of a classic horror movie, which I actually have never seen. It's a movie I've always wanted to see, and I'm thinking about watching it and reviewing it on my channel, especially after having done this review, but I've never seen it. But I've seen the remake a number of times and absolutely blown away by it. Now, a lot of people talk about remakes and how the idea of a remake sucks and how most remakes are just unnecessary and add nothing new. This is a perfect example of why that really isn't true, and I think there's lots of other ones that are great examples of that too. This is definitely one of them, and I say that with all confidence without seeing the original film, because I know enough about the original film to know that this is a great departure, and in tone is dramatically different. Essentially what they did was they took the original concept of a man who goes through a process and ends up becoming a fly, and instead of going the kind of maybe not cartoonish, but the less serious route, and having the whole moment where, you know, the guy is talking and like, because he's a fly, that kind of stuff. Instead, they took it just extremely serious, and it turns into a body horror and just kind of one of the most revolting movies I've ever seen, and a movie that is really hard to stomach. If you are somebody who can't put up with horrific things and gore and that kind of thing, this is not the movie for you. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not going to see excessive violence, you're not going to see like somebody's head getting chopped off or anything like that, but what you are going to see is some really rough moments. Like, there is a moment where someone's arm gets broken, and just, I can't even, I don't want to give away spoilers, so, but there's a moment where somebody is just kind of, they're spit on by the fly, and he's regurgitating them in order to consume them. So it just gets really gross and gruesome and hard to watch. But that aside, all of that stuff isn't necessarily there to shock you. I mean, it definitely is shocking, and there's no doubt about the fact that the people who made this movie knew what they were doing when they made those moments. But really, this movie is a tragedy. It's the story of Brundlefly, which is this guy who puts himself through this process, and he becomes linked with this fly, and slowly over time it becomes more and more insect-like, but also has the intelligence of a human, and not even just like an average day human. Like, this guy is a genius, and so he can see what's happening to him, but it's this, there's this, he gets overtaken also by this lust for power as he becomes more powerful, but then is horrified by the effect that it's having on him and the people around him. It's really an interesting story. Like, I really love the idea that they took that original concept from that film all those years ago and really kind of extrapolated out on it, and came up with something totally unique and interesting and just fantastic. I think this film is a must-see for anybody who can put up with that level of gore and gruesomeness, because it really does tell a fascinating story of humanity and what it's like for a human to lose their humanity. That's just really well told story, and really well told movie. So those are my thoughts on The Fly. Let me know in the comments below what you think, if you're a fan, if you've seen it, if you've heard of it, whatever. Other than that, please hit that like button, hit that share button. It makes it much more likely that other people will discover this video and come check it out, which is something I would absolutely adore, because I love talking to people about movies. And speaking of which, if you are new here or you just haven't done it yet, please hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. It'll absolutely make my day, because I love talking to people about movies, like I just said, and frankly, seeing that subscription number go up just makes me so happy. So other than that, have yourself a good day.